Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. If you are new here, my name is Danny. I create content about clean beauty and ethical, sustainable fashion. So today's video I'm super excited to be doing. I'm going to be doing a full face of Zuzu Luxe. This is a brand that I have been curious about for a while. Now I do want to disclose that I did go ahead and I did reach out to this brand and I asked if it might be possible for me to try out a few of their products so that way I could create a video for you guys, because I really wanted to give this brand a try and give you guys my thoughts on them, and of course just do a demo applying them. So hopefully that can help you guys figure out if maybe you might be interested in trying out any of their products. So I just wanted to disclose that they very kindly did send me these products. So I do want to say thank you so much, Zuzu Luxe, for giving me the opportunity to try these, because I would probably not be able to do this video otherwise, but also of course want to let you guys know that I'm going to be giving you all of my honest thoughts so that it can hopefully help you guys out. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look and hearing my thoughts on these products, just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I've got you guys all zoomed in, so hopefully you'll be able to see the products being applied easier and better. I know I'm breaking out a lot right now, so that's where this first product I am very intrigued about. I've actually tried it before, but it's their Bye Bye Redness Color Correcting Cream. So this is a green tinted cream that's supposed to help to counteract that redness. So because I do have a lot of those blemishes, I want to counteract that redness because obviously it doesn't look very good. So I actually have tried this before. I've only tried it one other time, so I don't have a full-on opinion about it yet, but I have tried this out before. So I'm just going to kind of apply this all over. I'm probably applying way more than I need to apply, but got a lot of redness going on, so I'm just going to rub this in like a moisturizer. The first time that I used it, I feel like I honestly didn't see a huge difference, also because, you know, you're rubbing your face when you're applying it, so that's probably making your face red as well. I feel like maybe it helps a little bit, but normally I find that foundation does a fine job at just getting rid of that redness. But I thought this was an interesting product to try out. I don't know, what do you guys think? Can you guys tell a difference from immediate application? I feel like it looks a little funny on camera right now. Let me know if you guys can notice a difference, if you think it's really counteracting that redness, or if you don't think it's really doing much. But as far as like how it feels pretty much like a moisturizer. It has like a slight tackiness to it, but also not really. Like, it's not super sticky or anything like that. But yeah, so then moving on to the next product, this is the Zuzulux Foundation. This is an oil-free liquid foundation. Here is what the tube looks like, and this has 1 fluid ounce, which is the standard for foundations. Now, I was very intrigued by this because it is oil-free, and with somebody with acne-prone skin, sometimes products with like a lot of oils in it, it can kind of almost clog your pores just because it is sitting on top of the skin. So I do like it when I find an oil-free foundation, especially in the green beauty world, because a lot of green beauty foundations do have oils in it. So this one, along with the Pacifica foundation, the Light foundation, that one doesn't have oils, so I really like that foundation. That's one of my favorites. I do have a review on it, but I was really excited to see that Zuzu Luxe has an oil-free foundation. Now, I have used this one a couple of times, and I will say this looks really, really pretty on the skin. This is supposed to give a medium to full coverage, and with, like, personally, because I do have those breakouts and I do have that hyperpigmentation, I don't find this to be a full coverage, but I do think that this is definitely buildable to a medium coverage, and honestly it just depends on the type of skin that you have. You might find that this is a full coverage for you, but because I do have quite a bit of marks and hyperpigmentation on my skin, I just don't feel like I can really get a full coverage with this one, but it does look so pretty on the skin. I'm definitely going to add another layer just because I do want to get a little bit more coverage. And as you can see, it did give some good coverage, but I still do have some things poking through poking through, so still not quite a full coverage, but this looks really gorgeous on the skin. Like, honestly, looking up close, I really can't tell that I have a foundation on. I know that might sound a little bit too good to be true, but I guess if you look really close with that second layer, you can tell that you have a foundation on, but still it just looks so skin-like. It doesn't look heavy at all, and I just really like how this looks on the skin. I think it's really pretty. Oh, and for reference, I will have all the shades that I use listed in the description box below, along with all the products if you're curious along the way. But this is in the shade L7, and I find this to be a good match for me. But just looks so skin-like, and I feel like it has a dewy finish. For reference, I do have combination to oily skin, so this is a dewy finish on me, and this is supposed to have a natural finish, but for my skin type, I find it to be pretty dewy. As you can see, it does look a little bit oily, but I'm gonna set it with powder. I do really enjoy this foundation. This is one I'll probably be reaching for a lot, and I have used it a couple times before filming this video, and I have been impressed with it so far. So then for concealer, this is their cream concealer, and I have this in the shade C20. So I'm just gonna apply this under my eyes. And this shade in particular, I feel like is great for like spot concealing for me personally, just because it isn't like a super light shade. I definitely could have gotten a lighter shade if I wanted something for like brightening the under eyes, but I do like having this shade for like spot concealing, and I can use it under my under eyes as well, and I like it. I don't always want something that's super brightening under my eyes. I kind of like something that matches my skin sometimes, like the rest of my skin, and not super brightening. And this one looks really nice on the skin as well. It definitely is, like, it looks skin-like. It doesn't look heavy on the skin at all. I personally find this to be light to medium coverage as well, but I am really impressed with how skin-like this looks. Alright, so then next I do kind of want to set this foundation because it does look quite a bit dewy, which I do like a dewy look, but I do want to set this. So I'm actually going to use this is their dual powder foundation. This is in the shade D14. This is a powder foundation. However, I am going to use this to set my face. I don't believe that they actually technically have a setting powder, but they do have the powder foundation. So that's kind of what I'm going to use this for today, plus maybe add a little bit more coverage. And I'm going to use this is a Zuzu Luxe brush. This is such a nice brush. It's so soft, and I feel like it works perfectly for applying all powder products. I think it's a really nice brush. And this definitely is helping to get rid of some of that shine. I want to kind of warm up the face, so I'm going to go in with their mineral bronzer, and this is really pretty. I have swatched this. I do want to do a swatch for you guys as well because this is a really gorgeous bronzer. It definitely has a little bit of like a what's the word? It's not like a shimmer, but I don't know, it has like a glow to it. It's not like chunks of glitter, but I guess it is kind of like, it's a luminous type of bronzer, which I think is so pretty. I love luminous bronzers. I think it just gives the skin a really healthy look. I think it just looks really pretty and natural, and like you just have like a glow from within. Alright, so I'm just going to use this brush right here. This is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Radiance wand. I love this brush for bronzer. It's really nice. I've had this for quite a while. And I'm just going to bring it down the neck as well. So then I'm actually going to use this same bronzer, and I'm going to put this in the crease for eyeshadow. And if you watch my channel, you know that I like to do this a lot with bronzers. It's a super quick way to do an eyeshadow look if you don't feel like putting on a bunch of other eyeshadow. I think this is just a great way to get the makeup look put together. Super quick, super easy, and I personally think that it's really pretty. And then I'm also going to kind of drag some to the lower lash line as well. So then I'm going to go on to their mineral blush, and I have this in the shade Samba, and this is a really, really gorgeous shade. I'm just going to swatch this for you as well. Super pretty, almost like rose gold type of shade. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it definitely has that luminosity in there as well. So I'm just going to pop this on the cheeks with my favorite blush brush. This is again an IT Cosmetics brush. It's the Heavenly Luxe French Boutique blush brush. This definitely gives a luminosity to the skin, so if you don't like having a super luminous blush, this might not be one that you would want to go for. Definitely not a matte brush, definitely has that luminosity. Honestly, I feel like you could just get away with using this and not applying a highlighter as well, because this is so luminous. It almost looks like a highlighter, but I do think it's super pretty. It definitely gives like a really pretty like rosy gold look to the cheeks. I am going to do a highlighter still, but you could definitely get away with not using a highlighter with this one. I am going to use this blush for eyeshadow as well. So I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to pop this all over the lid, and that just looks so pretty. Just going to blend that out even more. Make sure it's very nicely blended, but that is so pretty. Now I'm going to go over to the eyebrows. For eyebrows, I have their cream brow pencil, and this is in the shade Flax, so I think this is good for like blonde or light brown hair. So this is very much just like a pencil applicator, like very much just looks like a pencil, kind of like an eyeliner. And then it has a spoolie on the end, which I really appreciate. I always love it when eyebrow products come with a spoolie, otherwise I have to have a whole nother product to brush through the hair. So I really like that this comes with a spoolie. Alright, so that was super easy to use, super quick, and I'm going to take the mineral highlighter, and this one is super pretty. So I'm just going to swatch this for you. Gorgeous, like champagne, almost like gold highlighter. Top, so the high points of the cheek. Almost really don't need to add this, but definitely want to show you it because this is so gorgeous. So pretty. It definitely does emphasize my texture, but any highlighter will do that. If you don't have texture, you don't have to worry about that, but it just something to note that it does, of course, emphasize texture. But this is a super pretty highlighter. I feel like this is really close to like a conventional highlighter if you want a champagne highlighter. Something similar to conventional. I definitely think that you will like this, except for, of course, it is a mineral highlighter, so it does have some better ingredients. But yeah, this is such a pretty highlighter. It really gives a gorgeous glow. It's definitely not a subtle highlighter. If you're somebody that likes a subtle highlighter, this probably isn't one that you're going to want to go for. But if you want a really bold and very glowy highlighter, I definitely think that you will like this one, because this one definitely is high shine. Look at that. Boom, I feel like you could just see that from a mile away. I'm gonna go in with a lip liner now. This is the Zuzulux lip liner in the shade Terracotta. So it's just described as warm, but this really looks like a kind of like a pretty pink nude color. I actually feel like this goes really well with that blush color. Then I'm going to top that off with their lip gloss in the shade Bronzite, which is described as a bronzy peach / warm shimmer. It is a really pretty peachy shade. I think it looks so pretty. And I think that that just goes perfectly with that blush color and that lip liner. I think it works so nicely together. So I almost want to add a little bit more of that blush color for eyeshadow. So I'm just going to top that off a little bit more. Lastly, for mascara, I did go for something a little bit different. I actually got a clear mascara. So this is just their mascara in the shade Clear. They do have other colors as well, but I just wanted to go for clear because I don't have another clear mascara, and I thought that this would be really great for just very like when you don't really want to look like you're wearing makeup, and I feel like this just will work really well if you want to make it look like you're not wearing mascara, but then it still helps you lengthen the eyelashes. Alright, you guys, so this is the completed look. I think it's a very peachy, very glowy look. I do think that it's really pretty. I love kind of like pink eyeshadow as well, so I'm really liking this blush used for eyeshadow, but I also really like it as well. I feel like maybe I went a little bit heavy with the blush. It's a little bit almost too glowy, but I do think it's so gorgeous. I definitely just need to go a little bit more light-handed with it next time, but I think that that lip liner, the blush, which I also use for the eyeshadow, and then also that lip gloss all just paired together really nicely. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. Hopefully this helped you figure out some products that you might want to try out from Zuzu Luxe. Definitely let me know if you guys have any questions. Leave them down in the comments. But yeah, I'll also have all of the products that I talked about linked in the description box below for reference if you guys need them. Also, before I end this video, I do want to start doing something new on my channel where at the end of every video I give a Bible verse to help encourage you guys, to help give you guys a positive message. I really hope that by doing this can help to comfort somebody or give somebody some encouragement. So that is my goal in doing this. The verse that I found for today is from 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So in that verse, know that you are loved, you are cared for. Whatever stresses or anxiety you're going through, know that you're not the only one and that he sees you. And if you guys ever need somebody to talk to about anything, you are more than welcome to talk to me. Reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram. It's Routine Beauty with 3 Ys, or you can leave your comments in the section below. But I just want this to be an open space where you guys can feel safe and comforted, whatever you guys are going through. So that is the verse today. I know I'm a very anxious person, so that verse is very comforting to me, and it's something that I do need to remind myself of, that he is here with me and that he cares for me and that he has a plan for me, and he has a plan for you, and he loves you. So that is where I wanted to end this video. Know that you are loved and that you are cared for, and try to just cast those anxieties on him, let him take them, and just know that you are loved and that you are cared for. But yeah, so thank you guys all so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope to see you all for my next video. Bye guys.